Pauline! Mr. Mike, report to center. Mr. Mike, report this order. Take charge of the mic.
Say it again.
Parade hits! Peep the political poems I push. My words jump off my rack like berries off a bush, hitting you with rumors of weapons of metaphoric distraction so I can begin the extraction and steal the ink from your pen. Rewrite your history and tell you the end. Now, I don't know enough about politics to comment on the last two secretaries to swing from the bushes. But my son says he couldn't stomach that Condoleezza Rice because it made his colon pile. And I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think it's a commentary on what we thought two black faces in the White House might bring. And you as politicians are practicing Wicca, wizardry, and alchemy on American soil. Yeah. Turning the molecular structure of soldiers' blood into oil. And if your country needs help, and you ain't got oil under your soil, then our hearts turn to stone like gargoyles. Yeah. While the sword of our own justice system is as strong as aluminum foil. Running free our murderers, rapists, and thieves, because they got the most cheese to feed the three blind mice. Politicians, lawyers, and the media. And my brothers and sisters, for our own safety and security, it's time to build our blackness back up, because the media has made it clear. Only pretty little white girls disappear. Now, what would a political poem be without talking about the war? And there's so many other things we could be fighting for. Poverty is killing our African kin. Hurricanes are destroying our families and friends. And our American soldiers are spread too thin, trying to contend with this country's growing greed, retarding our reactionary response to rescue our own countrymen in need. Now, I'm not sure what this war is for anymore, but I do know this. I personally know the pains of picking up pieces of my peers and placing them in sandwich bags that Ziploc. The aftermath of bombs being dropped, and that was before Iraq got shot or awed. And the flaw is thinking that soldiers are just some pawns in an international chess game. My name? Squad. Attention.
Sergeant First Class 4, 316, Field Artillery, 13 years of service.
Yes.
Corporal Richard A. White, Grade Cab, 4 years, United States Army.
Staff Sergeant Brown, 2-5 Cab, 12 years of service is what I have, and the soldiers I know ain't dying for freedom and democracy. I grow nauseated from the hypocrisy. The soldiers I know are dying because they can't afford health care and college for their families. And not to diminish yours, mine, or their service to this country, but democracy is a fantasy. America's a republic society. So, for those of you who say you supposedly support the troops, screw you and your decorative car magnets. See, I support the troops by always remembering that moment of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. A lifetime of training reduced to 15 minutes of desperation. See, I support the troops by never forgetting the glassy glaze over glare as I stare in the eyes of a dying man who will never see his child. Prepare for a moment of silence. Specialist Marquise Mobley. He didn't die for freedom or democracy. He died for his family. And the worst poem I ever heard was Marquise's last gasp, as if the grasp, hold of life, only to exhale his last breath. No consideration from death because he had his bags packed. We were on our way home. Look, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I think I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died to give that right to me. Because I love my American life. I love my Jamaican American wife. I love my American house and my American job. I really, really love my Japanese American car. I love American TV and that Proud to Me American song. But what I love most of all is the ability to stand up and say, this time, America, we were wrong. And I've learned that before you can rise up, you have to look up. Yes. And before you look up, as a poet, it's my job to speak up. So, for those of you who protest the war and don't even know what you're protesting for, I salute you. For those of you who are for the war and don't even know what the war is for, I salute you. To those of you who ever spit in the eye of a soldier, I salute you. To those who line their pockets by sending soldiers to war to die, I salute you. To anyone who's ever put on the American uniform for their country, for themselves, or their families, present horns. I salute you.
Yes.
Order, right, peace. Whole world.